Today on Feature 360, we find out how a media giant innovates in Asia.
Sarah Harden, I'm Group Director of Partnerships and Development for News Corporation Asia.
Harden maintains News Corp's investments in Asia while looking for new growth opportunities. She also helps support the growth of the company's core pay TV brands, Fox, Star and National Geographic, as well as Chinese language film channels. How does a media giant like News Corp stay ahead of its competition?
Fundamentally, we're an organisation, even though we're a big business, we have creativity at our core. Most of our businesses are fueled by great content, and so I think as a company we really respect that creative talent that sits at the core of everything we do, even a sort of business suit like me, and that pervades the whole organisation. And
how do you drive innovation through the organisation?
One of the keys starts with the DNA of the company, and I really believe this is a company that attracts that type of entrepreneurial DNA, and I think that's really core. I think that there's certainly formal programs that we have, and I think key executives do different things across their organisations, whether it's sort of innovation circles. We have awards in different divisions that sort of recognise innovation, but I really think a lot of it within News Corp particularly is less about those formal programs and more about the culture that's established, and that's from right top down in the company, and I think it's a very self-selecting culture.
So what have been the challenges working in Asia and how have you overcome them?
Well, I think one of the big challenges is recognising that we operate in very different markets, different languages, different cultures, different ways of consuming and understanding content, and so I think the way we've responded to those as an organisation is we're very local business. I mean, there's a few of us who sit in Hong Kong, but we have local offices across 17 different markets in Asia, and you have to do that to be able to respond to local tastes.
What excites News Corp about Asia?
450 million broadband users and huge consumers of content, and I think increasingly legitimately, which is helpful for businesses like us. Or you take India, which has a very low broadband penetration, but you look at the next 10 or 15 years and start to imagine what there's 300 or 400 million Indian consumers under the age of 20, what they're going to be doing in the way they consume media. Or you look at some of the smaller Southeast Asian markets, still big, but Indonesia, Philippines, Vietnam, and you look at what's happening in those. There's a huge sort of wave of growth to ride, both when you look at smartphone consumption or tablets, and those devices, as we're seeing in the US, as they start to get adopted, they're used as entertainment devices. So when you put all that together, multiple languages and large young populations have increasing ways to consume content, I think they're all the things that excite us about being in the market.